we're at this point in the franchise. From here on, it's either gonna be me shitting on a movie, both of us shitting on a movie, or Evan shitting on a movie. I still haven't watched Resurrection yet. We are at this stage in the Alien franchise, ladies and gentlemen. We are past the once glorious days of Alien and Aliens. Once past the glorious stages of Ridley Scott and Sir James Cameron. We are now in the phase of Fox doing whatever they want. Why? Because they want money. Alien 3. This movie was in development hell for years. There were so many concepts. I don't know, Evan, if you know the many concepts that were pitched for Alien 3. Do you?
No, I'm not aware of them.
Well, I can't remember all of them, but these are some of them. Like, one of them was gonna be, Ripley wasn't gonna be in the movie at all. It was gonna be only Hicks and Bishop. And then after that movie, Ripley was gonna come back. Another concept was they go to like this planet where it's like they're very peaceful people or whatever. If you've seen The Mandalorian, it's like that planet where it's that episode where they go to the planet where the people don't want to fight, but then they get raided, that town. They're kind of like that. And then in the end, like, all of these xenomorphs would come together and form, like, a xenomorph megazord from Power Rangers. I'm not even joking you. This was a concept.
Oh, God. Oh,
Thank
God.
Christ that never happened.
Yeah, I would have thrown everything out my window if that happened.
There was one movie, I don't remember the concept, but I know the teaser poster that never got made. The pitch was that it had xenomorphs on Earth running through a cornfield. That was the teaser poster. If you could just visualize that in your head, how cool does that sound? That sounds very cool to me. And if you guys, cornfield, yeah.
How does that sound cool?
No, they're running through the cornfield and you see like their tails or some shit.
I don't know, I'm still not liking that.
Just visualize it. It's a cool visual.
I'm visualizing it right now.
If you guys know, the teaser trailer for this movie is the biggest example of false advertisement, because the teaser trailer for this movie literally advertises, oh yeah, Alien 3 is going to take place on Earth. If you've seen Alien 3, you know that that is not the case. Although, realistically, I don't think it would have been any better, because I don't know if it would have ended up like Aliens vs. Predator, but Aliens vs. Predator Requiem takes place on Earth, and that movie is not good. But I'm not talking about that yet. So, Alien 3. How is Alien 3? Do I like this movie? And the answer is... no.
It's the most anticlimactic no I've ever heard in my life.
There are people that respect this movie. Good for you. I'm proud that you've come to that decision, that you respect Alien 3. Can I come to that decision? No. Nope. First of all, before I get this out, get my anger out, I don't blame this movie on David Fincher. David Fincher is one of the best directors working today. Top tier, like Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. David Fincher is a fantastic director. He has since stated he barely had anything to do with this movie. And he still doesn't want anything to do with this movie. Good! Because at this point, David Fincher was a body that Fox needed to put a name on this movie. That way they could do whatever the fuck they wanted with this movie. So, my first major point is I don't blame any of the nonsense that happened in this movie on David Fincher. Because I know what the man can do. and this is not his work. I'm sorry. Let me lower the audio because it's about to get crazy real quick. Alien 3 is a steaming pile of dog shit. This movie sucks. And no, before, this is a major reason why I don't like this movie, but no, the reason that this movie is bad is not because they kill Newt and Hicks in 30 seconds. That is my number one reason why this movie sucks, but that is not the only reason why I don't like this movie. This movie to me has bland characters. This movie to me has horrendous special effects. Or CGI effects, I should say, because the practical effects, I feel like in all of these movies, the practical effects are good, no matter what. Practical effects are good. Granted, there's only like one shot where you see the practical effect of the xenomorph. If it's even called the xenomorph, I forgot. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is as well. I don't remember as well.
Other than that, the music is okay, I guess. The story is shit. What is the point of it? This movie's boring. This movie is so uninteresting. And the ending to this movie is just what? This movie feels like a clusterfuck. A clusterfuck of everyone not knowing what the fuck they wanted to do. Before I go into my rant of the first 30 seconds of this movie, Evan, what do you think of Alien 3? Good sir.
This, I don't even know how if I have words to describe this. It's really bad. The first 30 seconds of the movie just really pissed me off as well. The characters are just absolutely just horrible. Like one of the doctors, the doctor, I think, is he the only doctor in that
who knows
facility?
Who knows?
I hated him. Thank God he got killed. I was really getting frustrated with him.
That's another thing, I guess that's okay. The deaths are pretty violent. But
yeah, but that's kind of a given for an Alien movie.
No, wait till you watch Alien vs Predator.
Oh, I can't wait.
But yeah, this movie is just, there's no words. This is the downfall of the Alien franchise. It sucks. This really sucks how Alien and Terminator are basically the same. Alien has more movies than Terminator, but in terms of quality, it's the same shit. The first two movies, fantastic. Every movie after that, it's either or absolute garbage. Terminator 1, 2, fantastic. Terminator 3, bullshit, dog shit, every kind of shit. Terminator Salvation, a good enough movie, wasted potential. Genesis, fucking terrible. Dark Fate, wasted potential. Alien, fantastic. Aliens, really good. Alien 3, absolutely fucking terrible. I haven't watched Resurrection yet. Or again, yet. I don't get it. How hard is it? If you're not gonna make a good movie, don't make the fucking movie. Stop it. I'm tired of franchises going down the fucking toilet because they just want to make money. Predator is the same way. I haven't seen all the Predator movies, but I know for a fact they steep in quality. Jurassic Park, same thing. First one, none of them reached the level of the first one. I'm sorry. First one, good. Lost World, I haven't seen in a long time. 3, terrible. Jurassic World, good movie. I think it's actually underrated. Fallen Kingdom, absolutely fucking terrible. Let's talk about the first 30 seconds of this movie. Honestly, I think this whole video is going to be me talking about the whole first 30 seconds of this movie. Because I don't want to talk about this movie. There's nothing to talk about in this movie. Nothing. So let's talk about it. This movie starts, and you see flashes of them in the ship. And apparently, there's an egg on the ship. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, how did that get there?
People say, oh, the queen...
Did the previous alien get on the ship and it's like, oh, lay an egg and then fight, then led to the fighting aliens?
People throw the excuse of, oh, the queen laid an egg on the ship. So now let's ask this one, smartass. If that's the excuse, why wouldn't really Ripley check for the egg on the ship? Why didn't Hicks check for the ship or the egg? Why didn't Newt go looking around? Why didn't anybody make sure? You would think, oh, the queen got stuck to the ship, right? So let's check to see if anything else is on the ship, right? Nah, we're just gonna go to sleep and not worry about anything. The egg hatches, face crawler comes out. What happens? It goes, the face hugger, and this is another thing. They act like the big mystery that Ripley has a fucking face hugger or a xenomorph inside her is a big what the fuck moment. You literally show it in the first 10 seconds of the movie. So when it pops out or doesn't pop out, depending on the version of the movie that you watch, I think in the original version, it doesn't pop out, right? Or it does pop out, right?
What the
xenomorph at the end when she jumps off the fucking shit, the xenomorph pops out, right? In the original cut?
Yeah.
Okay. In the assembly version it doesn't. But when this happens, it's like oh my god, she had a xenomorph inside her. No shit! You showed it in the first 10 seconds!
I think it's for the people that are really slow.
Who, the people that made this movie?
Yes.
Then they show, oh yeah, the facehugger cracked Newt's pod and it killed her because the sprinklers flooded her thing.
Yeah, it took like 10 minutes for Ripley to realize that they had no facehugger. In an entire autopsy for like 10 minutes, and then they finally came to the conclusion, like, oh yeah, she did drown. No fucking shit.
Then, how did Hicks die again? His something blew up and it killed him?
He got impaled.
Whatever, bro. It's just such a slap in the face.
Bishop was the one that got blown up.
No, Bishop got cut in half by the Queen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hicks was what I was trying to say. Hicks, like something blew up and something stabbed him. Whatever, man. This movie is such a slap in the fucking face. What's even more of a slap in the face is when, like, they're doing the autopsy and it's just like, oh, Corporal Hicks, dink, 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 dead. Unidentified 12-year-old child, dink, 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 dead. It's like, what? Who wrote this? Who said this was okay? And you know what's even scarier? Sigourney Weaver produced this movie. She had a say in this. How dare you? I love Sigourney Weaver, but how dare you let them do this? And apparently, she was a big part in Alien 3 even happening because they wanted her back so badly. You couldn't tell Fox, listen, maybe it's not the smartest idea to kill Newt and Hicks in the first 5 minutes of the movie? You couldn't say something? It's like James Cameron. I found this out today. Apparently, James Cameron took part in killing John Connor in the first 5 minutes of Terminator Dark Fate. I mean, what is wrong with you people? You people help this franchise become what it is, and then you just destroy it. You destroy it. I don't get it. What is wrong with you people? The rest of the movie. This movie is about Ripley being on this planet where it's a bunch of convicts and rapists and all that shit. Which, by the way, how are you going to have a prison full of convicts and rapists and no weapons? And this is the other one, Miss Sigourney Weaver, smartass. Why would you have, and apparently this was her decision, why are you gonna have it take place on a planet where there's no weapons? Now granted, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Oh, you want to make it, oh, there's no chance of survival. But, okay, so have it take place somewhere else. There's no planet that in existence that will have a prison with no weapons. I'm sorry, that is impossible. It's impossible. What the fuck are you gonna do when there's a prison riot? What are you gonna do? Contain them with harsh insults? Seriously, nobody asks these questions.
I think the whole idea of that prison was just that the prisoners can go around. They can only speak to men, and that like it's sealed in with 6 feet walls, so they can't escape. So even if they tried, they're just like forced to work and survive off of each other. I think that was the point of it.
There are good moments. One good moment in particular is when Ripley is talking to like one of the rapists, and he goes, "Oh, I'm a raper of women. Like, don't sit next to me. I can't control myself." And she's like, "Okay," and she sits in front of him. That's a good moment. I like that.
Yeah, that was...
Another good moment, not the entire scene. Another good moment is when the xenomorph comes up to her, and in that great close-up shot, comes up to her. The practical effects are good. The CGI effect. I mean, people shit on the first Terminator for using a stop motion effect when the exoskeleton came out. Dude, that movie was made in the 80s. Alien 3 came out in 1990s. I forgot when in the 90s, but it came out in the 90s. You just had two of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. Alien and Aliens used practical effects to their full extent. And the only time CGI was ever used was in fucking when the ships were flying away, okay? There is not one single excuse as to why the CGI was garbage. Not one. I'm sorry. You have no excuses. All of the special effects in this movie are garbage, except for that one close-up shot. Absolutely fucking terrible. I don't like any of the characters. The acting is so exaggerated over the top. Sigourney Weaver is okay. She's good. The pacing of this movie is all over the place. The way they fight the xenomorph in this movie is god-awful. It is god-awful. The chase sequences are god-awful. When they show like the vision of the xenomorph, it's not even unique. It's just like you crush the aspect ratio to like 1 by 1. That's what it looks like. It is god-awful. The kills are good, but again, I don't come to alien movies for kills. I'm sorry. That's why Aliens vs. Predator Requiem is god-awful. I don't care about kills in these movies. If I want to watch a movie where it involves kills, I will pop in a Friday the 13th movie, or a Halloween movie, or a Never on Elm Street movie. Stop.
Or hell, even Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes, one of those movies. Also, the tone of this movie is terrible. They try going back to that horror element of the first Alien. It does not work. It doesn't work, dude, at all.
Especially in a massive security prison, it does not work in that case.
Fuck this movie, dude. And the ending. Let's talk about the ending. They drop like liquid metal on it. Okay, the effect again, it is terrible. The effect is terrible. It looks god awful. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand how this movie was just god awful. I don't get it. I don't get it. Thank God this didn't ruin David Fincher's career before it even started. Thank God for that. This poor man must have had everything thrown at him when this movie came out, and it was the colossal mess that it was. This poor man, he didn't even have to do it. He didn't even do anything. They just put his name on the movie because he agreed to direct it. Because he was the first-time director, and his first gig was a fucking Alien movie. What director wouldn't say yes to that? The ending of this movie is just a slap in the face. It's like, oh, we've already pissed them off enough, so let's just kill off Ripley. And then Bishop shows up, and it's like, what? Like, what?
The whole bullshit is like, oh, I cloned myself to a robot, and now I'm a human.
Shut up.
Why?
Man. Just...
Why?
Oh my God. Like, it's so fucking dumb. I got nothing more to add to this. This movie is an abomination. I hate this movie. I really
Honestly, if
hope...
I was... Sorry.
I really hope that my opinion on Resurrection hasn't changed, because if it's as bad as Evan has told me it is, it's gonna really suck that the only positivity that comes before Prometheus is fucking Alien versus Predator.
Now, if I... Hold on. I saw this one. It was, after watching Resurrection, I would have jumped in the same damn pit as Ripley did in Alien 3.
Yeah, right? Well, that's how I felt after watching Requiem.
Oh, I'm probably gonna have to do that a couple times. Jump in the damn pit.
You have anything else to add to this before we get out of here?
Honestly, Alien 3 was not as bad as I remember, but that's probably because I just recently watched Resurrection and have how bad that movie is in my opinion. It makes Alien 3 look good. So maybe that's what I'm seeing through like these lenses, and I don't know.
Who knows?
But after watching Resurrection, Alien 3 doesn't look that bad, but it's still a bad movie.
Again, is Alien 3 the worst thing in the world? No, because
No, it's not.
Halloween 5 is worse.
Halloween 6 is worse. Get out of here.
Yeah, I know. Curse Michael Myers is worse. Freddy's Dead is worse. I don't know why I'm comparing Alien 3 to horror movies, but I'm just giving you examples of bad sequels.
But they try to go for a horror effect.
Realistically, if I'm being honest, I think I hate Alien vs. Predator Requiem more than this. But it's not...
I still haven't seen it.
It's not one of those movies where it's like, it's so bad it's funny. It's just so bad that it frustrates you. Because it's like, why?
For me, it was just boring.
It is boring.
I was just sitting there like, why are you making those decisions? In Resurrection, I'm literally throwing shit everywhere in my goddamn room.
It's just like, why? Why? If you were not going to keep the quality of these movies up to par, then don't make the movie. If you don't have the technology to make a special effect look good, don't do the effect. Rewrite the scene. I'm tired of these people just shoving in stupid ass special effects because they want special effects in a movie. Because they don't have the brain power to tell themselves, listen, we can't make this look the way we want it to, so maybe we should just take the scene out of the movie entirely. I don't know. The positive about this is I get to get out of here and never watch Alien 3 ever again. Why? Because Alien 3 has no effect on anything that happens except the first 5 seconds of Alien Resurrection. That is it. Other than that, I will never watch Alien 3 ever again. And again, I know there's people, oh, Alien 3 is a okay movie. Listen, if you think Alien 3 is okay movie, by all means, knock yourself out. There are people that have said, oh, I enjoy Alien 3. That is cool. Good on you. You have found enjoyment in a movie that I cannot find enjoyment in. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. The same people that sat here in December behind their cameras saying, oh, Rise of Skywalker was a good movie. Rise of Skywalker was a good conclusion to the trilogy. Again, you find enjoyment in something that I don't. So good for you. The same way the same way that I really like The Last Jedi and Evan doesn't. I find things in The Last Jedi that I like more than Evan. And I bet Evan is on the other side of the world saying, I'm glad Tyler finds enjoyment in The Last Jedi, because I don't.
Yep, that's right.
It's just the way it works.
My mind has slightly changed about that movie, but still, it's not. I don't think I'm ever going to be at the point where I can appreciate it as much as you.
Alright, we're getting out of here. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are enjoying the Alien franchise. We've reviewed Alien and Aliens. Now we have Alien 3. Look out for soon, because we're talking about Alien Resurrection!
Alright, I'm gonna jump off to the pit where Ripley had an Alien 3.
Thank you guys so much. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be on the lookout for more Alien madness very soon. Take care. See ya.